I'm your host, Tiffany Souter, and this is Scared Confident. One of my major goals with this project of Scared Confident is to give language to fear. And words are not the only way that we communicate. It's the way that I know how to communicate, but we also communicate so vividly through picture. As I thought about that concept, I thought, well, what if I would get an artist partner to help me create a visual picture to fear? So I reached out to Grace Johnson. She worked at Element 3 as a designer for many years, and we had a really special relationship when she worked here. And I asked her at the very beginning of this project, will you listen to my fear interview and make what you feel? And I gave her no guidance. I don't care what the medium is. I don't care what the colors are. I don't care anything. I want you to literally make what you feel. This isn't about me being the customer of this artwork. This is about you interpreting what it is that you've experienced. And I'm so excited for you guys to be able to see that. If you go to the Scare Confident Instagram page, you'll see this artwork and an artist statement of Grace explaining what it is that she made and saw and felt. And I'm hopeful that this journey will help us all give more language to fear, both the words as I speak them, the words as I bring people on and have them audibly speak to fear, and as we use the talents of others to bring different pictures, different language to fear. So here's Grace.
So when Tiff asked me to listen to the episode, it's like, I am not fear. And Nathaniel, that was an amazing process to go through and conduct that. And so, yeah, this image, I guess in part, it did come to mind from listening to that, but it sort of was rooted in a conversation that Tiffany and I had years ago about we all are these amazing beings, but we all have these kind of rings of fear. So if you come up and look at the painting, you'll notice there's a center point on all these circles. And to be honest, it's not anything mind-blowing, but just going through the exercise of doing this, it reminded me of that conversation, how Tiff was talking about as we grow through life and we make connections, we each have to step through these kind of rings of fear that grow us and expand us. And it's beautiful, but I think it's also easy to get interconnected with everyone and, in ways you're supported by people. And so that's where visually these rings are kind of interconnected and layered. And then in Tiff's interview or first episode, she kind of talked about this need to go on a journey and how this journey would be it kind of terrifying and make her maybe feel alone, but in on the flip side of that, bring peace. And so that's kind of this circle or ring thing going on over here. And just in the composition, you have this left side that's really heavy, and I think then this right side that's there's a lot of air and breathing room. And so for me, not to get too heady and deep, but that represents kind of the duality of life. And it's maybe that's a big city and this is a rural community, or it could mean so many things. But the idea of kind of breaking away from the mass and going on your own, and again, it's just visual stuff, but who knows what the rings of fear and colors and things that you'll encounter and kind of break through that build who you are. So yeah, that was really the idea behind this painting. Like Tiff said, this is a big stretch for me. I'm a designer, so I'm usually working on the computer. So just the process of painting is therapeutic for me. And so I would just encourage anyone, if you listen to the episode and you feel a feeling, to just document it in some way and express yourself. I think, Tiff said, visual language is very as important as verbal language. So
I'd love it if you'd help us on our journey to reach 100,000 people this year with a Scare Confident message. take your favorite episode and share it with a friend.